How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Cam's Cobb, and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video. And today I'm going to be talking about Koundé. Some more centre-back options that are going to replace Koundé, some outgoings, Timo Werner, all things Chelsea. So without further ado, if you're new, I'm Cam from Cam's Cobb. I do daily Chelsea transfer news videos, so if you want to stick around with all things Chelsea, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Without further ado, let's get on with the first story. Now, I hate to say it, but I'm going to submit the Jules Koundé dream, unless Sevilla make a U-turn because they actually want to get paid and Jules Koundé wants to get paid and he wants to play for a better team. If all those things happen, then maybe he could play, but it's looking like Jules Koundé is choosing league rivals Barcelona, Brocalona, to play in a club that doesn't own their stadium, selling off their future and won't be around in a couple of years. So go ahead, you 6-foot midget. Anyway, moving on to more centre-back options, which I'm going to go to Graham Bailey, who have said among the alternatives to Jules Koundé being considered by Chelsea are Villarreal's Pau Torres, a bit shit, Inter Milan's Skriniar, RB Leipzig's Joseph Gvardiol, and Bayern Munich's duo Dayot Upamecano and Benjamin Pavard. Now, it's good that we're looking to alternatives already. This Jules Koundé deal has wasted 2 weeks of our transfer business, and with the season starting in 2 weeks against Everton, our centre-back line is looking a bit thin. Now, what do I think of these players? I think Pau Torres, no, he's not Chelsea level. Inter's Milan, Skriniar is a beast. Like Koulibaly, one of the best defenders in Serie A, I wouldn't say no. And of course, Joseph Gvardiol, Chelsea want to scout versatile players, and he is definitely one of those. And of course, Upamecano is a beast. Benjamin Pavard, less so, but there you go. And just to back up how Thomas Tuchel is feeling right now, Thomas Tuchel was agitated by their 5 weeks of the transfer window remaining, and Tuchel was targeting 4 more signings. And while securing permanent deals for unwanted personnel may be difficult, finding them alone is a realistic option. Now, what's been going on about Chelsea Twitter and everything, all Chelsea fans, is offloading the dead wood. Not only do we need to sign 4 more players, but we need to sell the players that are taking up the wage bill and are just ruining the wage structure and the team, and they're just not Chelsea standard. So I'm going to go to Simon Phillips Sport, who has laid out Chelsea's deadwood and wanting to offload in this season. Kepa, Alonso, Azpilicueta, Barkley, Batshuayi, Pulisic, Ziyech, Werner all want to leave before the end of the window. There are also contract situations with Kante and Jorginho. Outside defenders, Chelsea need to sell before they buy. So it's looking like this. Jules Koundé, yeah, you're off to Barcelona, but we need to get rid of lots of players before we start looking to the market. Can we do both at the same time? Of course we can. Todd Bowley is hosting a meal with all the other 19 Premier League clubs, but instead of cooking and dancing for the Premier League teams, maybe you could sign more players. Hey, that's just what I think. But yeah, we need to sign players. And speaking of offloading deadwood, Azpilicueta looks like he's leaving for Barcelona. So too does Alonso. So not only did Brocalona steal 2 of our transfer signings, they take 2 of our players and club captain Azpilicueta. Yeah, it's a bit shit. However, one way to take up hand from Barcelona is through Frankie de Jong. And go to Mail and Sport line, who said Manchester United's top target, Frankie de Jong, will only leave Barcelona for Chelsea this summer. Now, as we know, with Barcelona's wage structure, Frankie de Jong, if he wants to roll on to next season, has to take a 60% wage cut. On top of the money he's not getting, surely, am I an idiot to think he's not going to stay? Maybe his idea is that he thinks if he stays, he has to get paid. But, I mean, if he wants to take 60% pay cut, he's a better man than me. Because cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, dollar bill, yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Of course, Frankie de Jong would be a statement signing, a world-class signing. And I wouldn't say no. But if we want to look in the market for defenders first, then Frankie de Jong, that would be more my line for things. And finally, Simon Phillips Sport has looked at more players that we've been looking at. Players. Adama Traore is still an option due to the fact he can cover wing back as well as an attacking position. I'm told the inquiry has gone into Inter regarding Denzel Dumfries. Chelsea feels something can be done. Now, both these players are very versatile. As we know, of Traore can play wing back, winger. Tuchel likes a 5-back, so a wing back would be good. Denzel Dumfries, as we know, for Inter Milan last year, right back, but scored so many goals. What a player he is. I'll be very happy to take him. Of course, this would hamper Reece James, because maybe that would have to move him to right centre-back, which we know Reece James can play. But because we're looking for versatile players, This means Denzel Dumfries doesn't have to play in the back line. He could play forward, back, centre-back, all things. So, scouting versatile players is very good, like Pavard, Upamecano and Joseph Gvardiol. To Nizar Cancelo, who really just backs up the statement. Chelsea focus remains massively on incoming signings, with Denzel Dumfries the most viable target after Koundé. The lack of incoming signings have left Chelsea potential outgoing young defenders in limbo. So the likes of Malangsar, Levi Colwill, Xavier Mbayama look like they're going to struggle to play if we're looking at all these centre-backs. And finally, more outgoings, Timo Werner. At least 3 clubs keen on signing him this window. Dortmund, Leipzig and Juventus interested. This was from Simon Phillips Sport. And of course, added on to that, Newcastle have joined the race. So will he be leaving this summer? Looks likely. To who? I'm not sure. And breathe. So that is all the news for today. Nice, short, snappy. I like to keep it precise. So if more things come up with Joseph Gvardiol, Denzel Dumfries, who looks like the players we're going to be signing closer, or maybe Milan Skriniar, stick around, subscribe, all that jazz. 500 subs very soon. And without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow for more Chelsea news. See you tomorrow.